Today's inspection feels like crunch time. Just a few days ago, White Hive came through with a brand new queen, but Pink Hive showed no signs of one. With fall just around the corner and a week of rain in the forecast, I have to know if Pink Hive has a laying queen. Otherwise, I'll be installing my backup queen today. Let's get in there and see what's going on.
Hands in the earth, we're making it right. Planting hope by morning light. Every seed a promise sown. Together we'll make the world our own.
All right, so it is Saturday, September, I think 20th. I was just in here on Wednesday. I normally would not be getting in here so soon after just being in here, but I have to because, like I said, we have been really dry for a while. We haven't had much rain at all, and we now have like good news, bad news. We have about a week of rain in the forecast, which is great because we need the rain. But that means I will not be able to get in here for the next week. So I need to get this hive queen right. Now, when I was in here the other day, I mentioned in my gut that I feel like this hive is queenless based on their behavior. I mean, they weren't horrible, but as I've said a lot, my bees have just been really, really easy to work, really laid back, chill. I get it this time of year. Got a bee already kind of harassing me. Maybe I'm harassing them. This time of year, obviously, they can just kind of shift their attitude. You know, it could just be that, but the fact that I didn't see a queen and I didn't see eggs, I saw no signs of a queen, it really makes me suspicious that they don't have a queen. Oh, dang, the small hive beetle. I get that. No. Oh, I got him. Her, I don't know. So I have got to get this hive queen right. I don't want to wait another week to figure that out. Got to get a laying queen in here, or make sure that there's a laying queen in here. Oh my gosh, this poor hive is, I don't know. This is my first year beekeeping, so maybe it's not a ton of small hive beetle, but this hive has definitely had more small hive beetle than my other hive. Okay, I know that I need to move fast because they just probably aren't going to really let me stay in here for too long. I gotta say, kind of have mixed emotions about what I want to see in here. I don't know. Part of me would be grateful to see a new queen in here and laying, and then I wouldn't have to do anything. I would just need to try to find a new home for the other queen. I'm gonna be sad if I have to pinch a queen. I know that's part of it, but it's not something I look forward to. But also, I mentioned the other day, I think it'd be kind of cool. Oh, this bee is going after this small hive beetle. Oh, she is angry. Get her. Get it. I would help you, but you're not giving me enough space. Can I get it? I need to go faster than this, but I also want to make sure I get these small hive beetle. And I don't know what I was saying. Oh, there is a part of me that kind of doesn't want, like, on one hand, it would be nice and probably easiest if there is a new queen in here. Easy peasy. But there's a part of me that would like to reinstall the queen that I had removed from here, because then I would have my green hive would have my original package queen. This hive would have one of her daughters, and then White Hive would have a granddaughter of the package queen. Lots of honey here, and they're working on capping it. Hello, ma'am. It's okay. I'm here to help you. I am. I know. All right, I'm gonna try to not spend too much time up here because a lot of this is honey. So in my mind, probably not gonna find a new queen up here because there's nowhere for her to be laying. My goodness, girls, good job. Oh, yeah. So proud. Okay, yeah, this is nectar. Oh, see, small hive. Gotta go quick. This is a bunch of nectar and capped honey. Trying to still look on these, but be quick and not linger, because I don't really feel like these are going to be the frames we would find a queen on. Another thing that I mentioned the other day, but I haven't mentioned today, if you can see, I am missing 2 frames from this top deep because they are over in my resource hive. I didn't have enough frames without moving some. Goodness gracious, these are sticky and heavy. Okay. Okay, we could have a queen. I think we could have a queen on this frame. There's honey on here and lots of nectar. There are a few empty cells. Well, no, looks like they're mostly just reef. As the brood's emerging that was there, they are filling it with nectar. So really not somewhere that a queen could lay. And I'm trying to hold this over the hive so if any nectar drips into the hive, more honey and nectar. Don't sting me. You're gonna die if you do. We don't want that. That's not my intention today. I'm your friend. Ask your sisters. Let me take a step back. Okay, so I just had a couple bees that were kind of at my veil, and don't go in there. Don't. This may not go to plan. I'm going to skip this frame because it looks like just honey. I'll take a peek at this one right here. It's light, but I think the cells could be, well, no, because they're putting honey in it. All right, we need to get in to that bottom deep and see what's going on. I mean, this box really doesn't have anywhere for a new queen to lay, but I'm still just not feeling like there is a new queen in here. I'm going to get these pushed back together, and then I'll see you in the bottom deep. All right, I think I'm gonna probably be selective. Like I said, be quick, figure this out quick, and just probably get an answer that I already kind of know. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, it feels like they're queenless. There's nowhere on here for her to lay. Well, there's a small section, but they've got nectar in it. So the reason I'm saying it feels like they're queenless, and again, this time of year, your hives can get spicy because it's robbing season and such, but they just feel like there's no order. You can also have a queen right hive that just the queen genetics makes them more spicy. And I've heard you can oftentimes fix a spicy hive by requeening. This is all pollen and nectar. I'm not seeing any room for eggs. Grab this t-shirt so I can cover them a bit. That might help some. We don't have many frames that we can check. Still left to check. The hum, which you probably can't hear because of the noise cancellation. That noise cancellation microphone that I have, the hum that I'm hearing is not a hum that I've heard before. See lots of pollen and pollen covered legs, lots of bee bread on this side, some honey. All right, well, the good news is they are building up resources. And by the way, if you watched, I just posted it today, the inspections from Wednesday. But if you watched it, I said something about how sticky my gloves are and needing to clean them. Well, life happened and I didn't get them cleaned before today. So they are still very, very sticky. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a small hive beetle there, but yeah, I can't do anything about that right now. All right. I'm checking this one and then one more and then that's it. Lots of pollen and yeah, I don't see any eggs. Pollen and nectar. There's no room on here for an egg. I don't know if you can hear my, oh, I need to walk away right this second and come back. Right, yeah, they're getting angry with me. I really don't think this has a queen on it. I'm gonna see if they'll let me see. You're stuck. Stop. Yeah, this has nectar, no eggs. I see no queen. Yep. All right, we are gonna just, well, that one has, right here, we're gonna put this frame that we took out. We're gonna put it in here because it is slightly drawn. All right, we're gonna get this back together and then we're gonna go get things ready to bring the queen over. All right, so we are over at my horizontal hive. I built this originally with the intention of beekeeping with it, and then I found out that since my area can have some harsh winters, you can overwinter in a horizontal hive, but it's not super easy or ideal if you have harsh winters. So I decided to go ahead and build length straw hives and go that route. And I decided recently that I would really like to raise queens next season. And I thought, oh, I could raise queens in this. But I knew I had some things that I need to alter on it and fix. But I haven't. Oh shoot. I haven't done that yet though. And but I was able to use it to move my queens over here and a few frames of bees and brood and stuff to take them out of the hives that were raising new queens. So I'd have them as backups. And then they started getting robbed and the one that was over here absconded. So I only have the one. Turns out I only need the one. And let's see, we're going to put this, I'm going to put the frames in here. Well, I don't think I'm going to take the frames out and leave them out just yet. I'm going to get the queen out and get her marked. I want to mark her because I don't really have to, but I'm just curious. You know, if we have her marked, then we can see later if we see a queen in Pink Hive that is unmarked, then there ended up being a queen out there somewhere that came back and killed her. Unfortunately, I don't have a blue marker. I have a yellow marker. So it's not the right color for this year, but that's not the reason I'm doing it. So it's okay. There's our queen. Let's see if we can do this. You see our queen? All right. All right. Oh, that little bee got out. Don't injure her. There we go. So marking her, gently pressing so she can't move, and just getting a little bit on her. Is that her thorax? So we have a dot there. Now, ideally, we would have a tenant bee in this cage with her. A few anyway. Let's see how. I'm sorry if you can't see very well, but this needs to go right, and that's the priority over filming. Oh, almost went perfectly. I'm just trying to get her to walk in here without injuring her. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Can I get her to walk in here? I can hold her, but I'm a little worried about injuring her. Oh, she just went in there. Oh, yay. All right, she is in there. You know what? Ideally, I think I should probably have tenant bees in there. I don't know if I can get some in here successfully. See, because I need to get them in there and not let her out. That's going to be challenging. I need about 5 arms right now. Let's see, what are we going to do? I don't know if I can do this without letting her out. My gloves are sticky, so I don't know if I can successfully pick up a bee, put in here. You know what? We're gonna just call it good because they can feed her through this screen. And I'm sorry that you're not getting a super great view. All right, so I have this candy that I mixed up, and I kind of just get her down. And I'm going to, it's just like a Play-Doh mixture, and it's just powdered sugar, and you can use corn syrup or honey to mix with the powdered sugar to make like a putty, and then that is in the hole, and they will eat their way through that to release her. That will give the other hive time to get used to her pheromones. And since they've been queenless, they've been queenless for about 3 weeks, and then they had a queen in there at some point that they raised, but it doesn't seem as though that queen successfully made a mating flight. So in my mind, I feel like this should go smoothly. We'll see. All right, I don't need that, and we're gonna move these girls now. I have seen this colony is small. They've lost some girls to robbing and the fighting, and I'm sure they've had some die off just with time. It's gonna work. We're gonna make it work. But they are small. They are tiny but mighty, and I'm sorry if you can't see this. They're tiny but mighty because they have had a couple of challenging weeks, or 3 challenging weeks, and there are still some in here. I can't see if she has laid any eggs. I'm gonna assume maybe where their cluster is, there might be some eggs there, but also the fact that they are so small, the queen's only going to lay eggs that they can take care of. So she's not going to lay a bunch of eggs if they are not able to take care of them. It's going to work. You can't. I am so sorry you can't see. Queen's still in here. Okay, we're going to put the queen right there. You can't see that. I'm sorry, but okay. We are like I was saying, we are probably going to lose some foragers, and I hate that because they've worked so hard. The resiliency of bees, and this colony specifically, is just amazing. They don't give up. They just do what they've got to do, and that is just amazing. Okay, we're gonna put the queen right here and see if we can maybe get some of them over here. Again, you can't see. I don't want to queen around the front. So I have put the 3 frames. Sorry for this movement. I've put the 3 frames in this container. I should have got a bigger one so I could actually lay them, like stand them in there, but it's fine. And the queen is attached in the box that it's attached to that stick right there. And my hopes are that the foragers that are going in here are going to go right there because the entrance is right there. So I'm going to leave this here for just a little bit and see if we can maybe get some of them on there to take over with us. Beyond that, the foragers that end up not in here will hopefully find their way over to the other hives and make it work. Oh, these poor girls are coming back with pollen. I'm so proud of them. Okay, find your queen. Find your queen right there. She's right there. You can smell her. I know you can. You can find her, girls. Now, ideally, I would have maybe moved them somehow like at night or something, evening. I don't know. But this is what we're doing. This is what we're going with. So we're going to leave them there and see if we can get them to go in there. I don't know if this is right, wrong, or indifferent, but this is what I'm choosing to do for now. And then I will meet you over at Pink Hive. All right, so you can see the foragers in here are confused. I moved the box over here, not so close to the entrance, because I thought it might help for them to not be so close. That little girl down there is fanning pheromones, and I need more of them to fan pheromones to get them to go from there to here. And I do want to give them a little time to accomplish that, because I don't want to leave all these little girls alone and like leave them behind. I just can't do that. And you can see this hive definitely needs some work to make it usable. I want to make this screen bottom because there are some small hive beetle larvae in there that grow right there. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting them out of here. All right, I'm trying a different plan of action. I moved the queen back over to the horizontal hive and have her hang in so that these girls will hopefully cluster on her cage, and then I can move her back over here, and then hopefully they'll fan to bring the others over and we can get the majority over there. That's the plan anyway. Alright, so I've moved her over here. There are some bees over here, and you can see them with their butts in the air and they're fanning their wings. That's them fanning her pheromones. There's the entrance over there to the horizontal hive, and I'm hoping to lure these bees over to their queen. We have made progress. There's a singular bee that flew in there, but right back out. And I did scoot it closer right below the entrance, and I feel like the message is being spread. Yeah, I can see them down in there and gathering with the rest of the colony. So we will be moving them over soon. All right, we are back over at Pink Hive, and our queen over here, and we have frames that we're gonna replace these with. And well, I'm trying to decide which ones we're gonna use. All right, I think we're gonna take this one out. I'm gonna lay the queen right here and just see what their reaction is. See if they seem to like her or try to ball her. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this one out. We might change it out with one of the other ones and one of the other hives, because I think the three that we have, maybe, yeah, it's a little more drawn out. So, oh girly. Okay, so we are gonna put this one, we'll put this one in last, because I want to try to keep these girls from the resource hive together if I can. Oh, stop. Nobody's really going crazy for her, which, I mean, it's good that they're not trying to ball her, but I've got to say I'm a little concerned that they're not going after her scent a little more. They were some over there, but maybe she just needs to be fed. They were weak over there. I don't know. And I'm going to put her between the frames. These two frames right here on the outside are the frames from the hive she was in, and then the frames of this hive. I'm going to just try to put her in here. And I'm not worried about nighttime temps, because, I mean, it is going to start to kind of cool down a little soonish, but we should be fine before, like, until for the time frame that she's going to still be in this queen box. I do want, you know what, I kind of want her to be the other way so that they can access her and feed her, but that's going to make it a little wider. I'm going to leave this like this just to fall down in there. And I'm going to move this Laroxian strip because I don't want it to interfere with her pheromones and them being able to smell her. All right, we're going to call that good. Okay, all right, we have our queen here. I do see some girls trying to release her, although they're not gathering to her like I would like to see. They're also not balling her, so that's good. So I like that it's where I can easily see if she's been released or not, with minimally having to open this hive. So we have a queen in here, and I'm gonna scoot this because I don't want it by the feeder. I'm gonna just put it here. I don't think it's gonna, they've been in here for a few weeks. I don't think it's gonna mess with her scent, and these girls from her hive have not been in contact with treatment, so it'd be good to have that near them. Okay, so she's in there, and I will keep you up to date. Well, I feel much better having that taken care of. I'm happy to have the resource colony out of the horizontal hive and into the actual hive, because I'm not happy with the state of the horizontal hive. I want to make those edits. and now I can since it's empty. And I'm glad to have what I believe to be 3 queen right hives. Hopefully things go well with Pink Hive accepting this queen, and hopefully this new queen and white hive is really ramping up on laying. But I will keep you up to date on that. So if you don't want to miss out on the updates, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out Brittany's Bling.com, where I sell my handmade items like this beekeeping veil and other things. I've also started to blog, and I like where it's going. That's on there too. So check those out, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.